this is a very good news. It's a very good news coming from this our Biafran activists. The issue of Biafra referendum, it has gotten to stage 2, and the release of Martin Namdekano. So this issue of Donald Trump, sending his soldier to Nigeria to protect the Christians that has been that has been into subjugation under the Fulani herdsmen and the terrorist bandits. So as it is now, the issue of Biafra, it is now drawing closer and closer. And then if you can see, you will see that now the some of the presidential officials, some of them, they are now claiming that they are now saying that it is because of IPOB. That is why Nigeria is now. That is why Donald Trump is now fighting against Tinubu due to what the IPOB people is promoting. So they are saying many things so that the international body will now look into Nigeria, and they want to use this issue of Christians and Muslims to destroy Nigeria. So this issue of referendum, it is now drawing closer. This our different activist, will explain to us a lot of things that is happening, because it is a lot that is going on which no any other platform, like all those our nation TV, all those national TV and the radio, that will tell you. But with all those our news, all this our platform, you will hear everything the way it is. So don't go anywhere. Sit by and try to watch the video to the end, because this our activists really explain a lot of things that is going on ground, which no any other people will tell you that. So as you're about to watch, like, subscribe, and share it to go around for others to see what is going on in Nigeria.
Regarding the case of a referendum, and as we speak, we have an update. This update is something where we say even you way they watch this video never anticipated or saw coming, because it be like say things that happen behind the scenes. So with all of that being said, let's jump right into today's update and give you every single disclosure where you need to know right about now. So what did happen? As we speak, some individuals yet again has met with the president. They tell and say, bro, say, Mr. President, you need to give us a listening ears, and you need to pay attention to the issue of a possible referendum. You need to put that into play and into the conversation of national debate. We as a nation need to discuss the possibility and the capability of effecting a referendum. And if you want your tenure and your administration to be a smooth one, I beg, give us this possibility. Because of, say, as you guys know, as of last week, there was a failed coup in Nigeria. If you don't know, make you know I'm now. There was a failed coup where we say about 16 military men, top military officers, tried to pull off a coup. Why? Because of, say, nobody in the nation is happy with the current state. Nobody is jubilating. Nobody's exultating in the current nature of Nigeria's administration. And that is why people try to remove you from office. So therefore, if you want your administration to be a smooth one, I beg, put the conversation of referendum into play. It's as simple as that. Wait till Tinubu talk. He talk say, okay, you guys want a referendum, Abi? They said, yes, we all want a swift and clear referendum. You know hard. Tinubu can say, okay, are you guys aware that we don't have any provisions of a referendum in Nigeria's 1999 constitution as amended? They said, yes, we know. And that is why we came to you. You can make it happen and you can make provisions for it. Yes. For a fact, we don't go through Nigeria's constitution, and there's no point or part that provides a conversation for a possible referendum. It's a fact. And something where we say you yourself, when they watch this video, can actually fact check it. Okay, you can do your own research and you're going to say there's no possibility for a referendum under Nigerian's constitution. Okay, but there's a way out. There's a way out around it. So they can't tell Tinubu. Tinubu said there's no part of Nigeria's constitution that says anybody can ask for a referendum. The only possibility for a referendum is a creation of new states. In our constitution, if you want to have a conversation about referendum, it should be on national issues or a creation of new states in the country. It's as simple as that. In content and say, okay, you guys are discussing this whole thing with me. I know most of you, and I respect most of you. Before we even continue with the conversation, who and who self even meet Tinubu for this possible referendum? Let's go through their names, make you know the Nigerians where they willing to push the country to a better height. So the very first person where they in the list of people we meet Tinubu or we don't converse with Tinubu, now a man known as Emeka Anyoko. This man happens to be a former Secretary General of the Commonwealth. He's well versatile when it comes to Nigeria's international laws and Nigeria's international relationship with other countries. The second person I name we don't hear before. If you watched our video released on the 30th day of the month of October, you could not hear this name. This man is known as Wole Olanipekun, SAN. Yes. He happens to be a senior legal figure and former president of the Nigerian Bar Association. This man is well versatile with the laws of Nigeria. If this man can tell you, Tinubu, let's have a referendum, it means he don't go through the laws of the land and international laws to say referendum, it's a possible topic. Referendum can be done, okay? Who else met with the president? We have a man known as Joseph Ono. This man happens to be a former campaign spokesman for the president in the Southeast Zone. So Joseph Ono now been assist Bola Tinubu when he been a campaign in 2022/2023 and push his campaign in the Southeast Zone. He don't meet Tinubu say, bro, so make we talk and make we speak. The fourth individual now, Gani Adams. This man now don't put mouth for the matter. Say, bros, Mr. President, give us this opportunity and give us this topic of a possible referendum. Okay? Now these individuals meet with Tinubu. And we have some groups that accompanied these individuals too. We have a group known as the Organization of Emerging African States, or OEAS. They don't meet with Tinubu. Tell and say, okay, see as you go be. You said there's no part in Nigeria's constitution, Abi. Tinubu said yes. There's no part that stipulates a possible referendum. The only one we will get for our constitution is if we want to create a new state, we can have a referendum. But then, the content and say, bros, listen, that is this man known as Joseph Anyoko. This man, Emeka Anyoko, where I tell you, say, he don't work under the Commonwealth. You can't tell Tinubu, say, okay, I've worked under international spaces and international laws and all of those good stuff. But say, if you want this whole thing to happen, it can be done. Tinubu say, how can it be done? Tell us, say, okay, man, I'll give you some instances. If you want to make this whole thing happen, it's very, very simple. Very, very simple as ABCD. We know say for our constitution, we don't get referendum, but say Nigeria, they respect some international laws, Abi. Tinubu said yes. So, if you want to have this whole referendum in play, you can go through the route of international law. That one and one route. You can go through that particular route and this referendum will be brought into play. Tinubu can say, what do you mean? Now this man can't tell Tinubu say, there are some international laws that gives provisions for a possible referendum. And say Nigeria, they respect international laws of the land, Abi. Tinubu say yes. Tinubu can't say, well, me being the president of this federation, I will not allow any international body or international committee give us or direct us on what to do in this country. And maybe the president, and me know what we could do. And me know how it's supposed to be. And I know say, okay, if we want this whole referendum to come into play, this is what we have to do. And the measures we need to put in play to make sure say it happen. They say, oh, no wahala, I beg no vex. Mr. President, which measures do you have already? What do you have in stock? Tinubu said, well, first thing first, make I tell you now. Just in case you don't know, as we speak, okay, the National Assembly of Nigeria, known as the NASS, has a committee reviewing the constitution with a target of completion by December of 2025. Abi? Those men said, yes, we hear them for news. We don't see them from news articles, but we are yet to confirm it from the presidency. Tinubu say, okay, very, very good. And this is perfect opportunity to brief you guys on what did happen. As they speak like this, some parts of Nigeria's National Assembly, some individuals, they're top respected, highly trusted individuals, don't create a committee. This committee consists of people where they're very knowledgeable. It consists of lawyers, judges, and their target is to review the 1999 Constitution and present it before December of 2025. Okay? And also include transmission of the report to the 36 State of House of Assembly. So if these guys are done with the review, they go send them across to the 36 State of Houses of Assembly in the Federation. Are you guys aware of what did happen? They said yes. Like we said, we've seen it in the news. We don't hear them for news and all, but we never really confirm and say the Nigerian Constitution is under review. Tinubu say perfect. So the earlier target was to draft the whole thing by August of last year, and second by October of last year. But we had different issues. Okay, we get series of setback. So therefore, this constitution will be ready by 2026, early 2026, or the first half of that year. They're going to ask Tinubu, say, okay, this is massive, and this will be a game changer. They're going to tell us, say, bro, say, have you guys made provisions for a possible referendum? Have you guys included the Nigerian referendum into your conversation? Because of, say, it's good. It's a massive move to want to review the laws of the land. Okay? But you know, go they good if every topics are not put into consideration, because we don't even know when next this constitution can be or will be amended. That is why it's best we have every single thing put into play right about now. Okay? Tinubu can say, okay, well, the process of amending our constitution is complex. It's a complex one, because after the House of Assembly approve them, 2/3 of the state houses of assembly must ratify the amendment for it to take effect. That is to say, if the House of Assembly come write and finish, come amend and finish, come drop them, then 2/3 states in the federation, that is to say, about 80% of the states of the federation go accept, go say, okay, we don't see what the House of Assembly do. These amendments now can take effect. 2/3 of the states in the federation. Okay? So, when we hear saying that 2/3 states in the federation must approve before that thing will take effect, we have to do our own research. 2/3 states in the federation are how many states? Well, first and first, we have 36 states, Abi, including the Federal Capital Territory, or excluding the Federal Capital Territory, okay? So, 2/3 states in Nigeria is 24 states. So, 24 states go say, okay, what you don't do now, they okay, and they very, very sharp. But now, you get one big politics will go happen during that play. We know say the Southeast states, the 5 Southeast states will definitely, if the Nigerian constitution no carry, the new one no carry a possible referendum, the 5 states probably will vote against it. That one now, something where they sure. The 5 states in the Southeast will vote against it. So, if 2/3 states now 24, if you can't remove, let's say, okay, 24 states now said, okay, we like wetin una do for House of Assembly. And that 24 state no include any state from the Southeast, though. If you got out the 5 states in the Southeast, you go make am 29. Meaning say, even if the Southeast vote against them, they go need about 10 other states to vote against them before this whole thing can take effect. Though. Hope you guys are paying attention. So if the National Assembly no include the referendum in their conversation, they can't carry and go give all the states in the federation to cast their votes. If 24 states out of 36 states say this thing wanna do they okay, then that constitution will take effect. Only if less than 24 do am. Meaning say we go need it about how many states we go need now? Let me try to do a quick math as we speak. Okay. So we will need more than 15 states to vote against them. So which other states do you think will join the Southeast? Because of say we get 5 already from the Southeast, we need 10 more states to join the Southeast in voting against if there's no referendum. Which other state do you think will join them? We need definitely 10 states. We know say state like Edo will definitely, if they don't get that referendum, they don't go vote. Yes, so Edo, now one state, we don't go vote. So we have one, and so we need 10. Okay, so we have Edo State. That one I'm sure. Which other states go fit vote against them? Probably Delta State. Delta State possibly. Okay? Definitely, state like Rivers go vote against them. That's now we don't get 3 and we need 7 more. State like Bayelsa definitely will vote against it. Definitely, if there's no referendum. States like Benue, Benue has no choice as we speak to vote to not vote against it. So Benue will vote against the constitution if there's no referendum. And which other state do you think we have on the list? Well, at these 5 states we did shove: Edo, Delta, Rivers, Bayelsa, Benue states. Maybe some states in the northern part of the country can probably vote against it. So which state do you even think can vote against this whole thing? Maybe Taraba State. Maybe Taraba State and maybe Kwara. Because those people, they collect and bar schools in the hands of Fulani headsmen. So this is just a rough estimate. So even if the Southeast 5 states no votes, we go need 10 other states to support. And we don't give a rough estimate of states that will probably vote against this referendum. Now wait till they on the table. Now wait till they on the desk. Okay? So Tinubu can't tell them how they be. Then they say, okay, we're not going to need all. If 2/3 states in the federation votes for them, then the whole thing will take into play. But if you don't reach 2/3, then it no go take effect. They said, no wahala, we don't fully understand you. So basically, this new constitution still be a political play. Now it will be invariably. So what else do we have for you in this video briefing? Tinubu come tell and say, as it stands now, it's good you guys brought in the conversation of a referendum. It's a good thing. I can't tell you if referendum is being looked at or if the issue of referendum has been added to this new constitution, because of say, I know they're part of the committee and I don't have any fundamental rights to do so, which we no believe in. You understand what I'm saying? So Tinubu said, we don't even know if it has been added. I don't want to influence this committee which they don't set up to run this operation. So what you can do for me right about now is to make una wait till December. This is the month of November, the first day of November. Give us at least 60 days. Una go use on our own eyes, see as it be. And even if it come outside without referendum, states can vote against it and it will go into a process again. Hope you guys are following. This now waiting. The presidency, they tell these individuals, we don't come for a possible referendum. We don't discuss them in a formal manner. So how do we think all of these things would play out? Well, we all know how Nigerians operate, how the country operates when it comes to respecting contracts and respecting agreements. To be honest with you, even if the issue of referendum appears in the new constitution, let's say for instance, if the issue of referendum appears and States House of Assembly can't go through them, some states in the country can tell you, no, we don't go vote, make this thing come into play because of say referendum there in the picture. So if some states, some northern states no want referendum, which they fear say referendum fee take away their connection with oil. We all know that one. So if these people don't really want referendum to happen, they can vote against it. And if they get the number of votes that voted against the referendum, that means that the constitution will go under an amendment and a process yet again. So as you can see, the issue of referendum will be easy. It's not as easy as we all think. But if you ask me, what will be the way out? As stated by this man known as Emeka, we can go through international laws. Yes, international laws made provisions for countries to sit down and discuss if you guys can work in unity. International laws makes provisions for such. And that is why international laws will always protect countries or states where they try leave a particular contraption, and the existing states they fight against them. International laws will always come and protect you and fight on your behalf. That one a fact. We have series of examples and series of events that unfold in the country. So international laws will always back you. So if you
Oh yes, you people have heard everything. So I would like to hear your comments down below. Like, subscribe, and share the video to go around. Let everyone see what is really going on in Nigeria. The issue of referendum is just a one step ahead. Then everything will be finalized. It's a very nice something to hear. Thank you for watching.